Hey everyone, welcome to From the Depths. I'm Menti, and this is episode 24 of the Battleship Brawl Season 5 tournament. In this episode, we've got the Divine Offering by Rymark going up against the Bubblegum by Razgriz. Let's go ahead and get the camera in position here and get the battle underway. Neither ship opening up immediately. Bubblegum firing after a moment. And there we go. Divine Offering is unloading its shells. Taking some high explosive hits to its body there. And then we've got that HE APS cannon. Pounding away. Oh, Bubblegum taking some heavy hits there. Down to 93.5%. Divine Offering at 95. When those mortars from the Divine Offering land, they hurt. No doubt about that. Oh, Bubblegum taking a shot to its barrels there. And the Bubblegum is not a soft ship, but that APS gun is doing some serious damage. As it usually does. Let's check on the Divine Offering here. Getting a bit chewed up by the Bubblegum's return high explosive fire. And while that one APS gun, you know, is definitely a strong gun, it's still only one gun. And the Bubblegum has some serious repair capabilities. If the Divine Offering can hold on until the Bubblegum runs out of materials, though, it does have a chance to come back. The Bubblegum just keeps losing its superstructure, though, over and over again. There it goes again. And now would be the time, if the Divine Offering is going to disable a gun, do it now so it can't be repaired. The Bubblegum's turrets are pretty solid too. All that heavy armor. Gonna do a good job protecting against high explosive. Excuse me. Oh, I feel I should mention that this will be the Divine Offering's final battle. This is its 5th fight, which means it will be retiring after this match. And there will be a vote going up for the ship on my Discord, where you will be able to vote on whether you like it or not. And that vote is important, because the points that the ships can earn from that vote are equal to the amount of points they can earn from combat. So there's a lot of points available there. So if you like the ship, make sure you're on my Discord. Or even if you don't like the ship, if you want to vote, if you want to just be a part of it and participate, make sure you're on my Discord and you'll be able to, because I'm not going to do it with the Google Forms things anymore, because I've got a bot on the Discord that does it for me, and it's just so much easier. Anyway, Bubblegum down to 87%. Divine Offering at 71.2. Bubblegum looks like it's running out of weapons, though. This turret is no longer aiming at all, but it might just be out of its firing arc. This one is aiming, but doesn't seem to actually have any barrels left to do anything. Bubblegum is having a bit of buoyancy issue at this point, but then again, so is the Divine Offering. That APS gun is only functioning still because, well, it's got that super long neck. But it is kind of rolling over. It may capsize. And it's gone dead in the water. If it could take out the Bubblegum's propulsion, so those mortars can hit more often. I'm surprised there are that many mortars still left on the Divine Offering. Those usually die fairly quickly. It looks like there's only 3. That's not that many. Oh. Looks like the Divine Offering has gone over. And now the APS gun has to fire through the water, and it slows the shells down too much so it can't land hits. I think if it takes a hit to this underside and that gun gets destroyed, I don't think the Divine Offering will survive that APS gun despawning, and those shells are going really close to it. Okay, not quite there. But yeah, that APS gun is a lot of HP. Oh, and now the Divine Offering gets its propulsion fixed, now that it's capsized. Uh-oh, it might end up shooting itself. Yep, the Divine Offering's APS gun is now shooting itself. Oh, and down she goes. That's... Oh, well, no, the front is still sticking up. That's... How is that not an 80% sinking? Do I... Oh, I had the UI turned off. Duh! Well, that is the end of this match. The Bubblegum wins, scraping by with a 69.8% HP. Just wow. That's not a small amount of damage. So, yep, let's go ahead and record at 69.8. And we will get things restarted and go to round 2. Alright, cameras in position, round 2 underway. This Divine Offering can do just a little bit better than it did before. It can pull off a win. Like it was not that far off from winning round 1. The bow of the Bubblegum is blown to pieces by these mortars, and then the slowdown from that causes the second volley to miss. Uh-oh, but that slowdown is also keeping the Bubblegum from turning quite as much, which means subsequent volleys are getting a bit closer in there. Bubblegum just isn't able to maneuver quite as much this time around. And those mortars hurt. except when they bounce off uselessly. But despite that, the Divine Offering is actually lower on HP now, down to 83.4%, while the Bubblegum's at 94%. Those shots to the... Oh, look at that exposed magazine. Another shot to that area will cause that gun to go up like, well, the fireworks last night. You know, Divine Offering, I said you need to do a little bit better, not worse. The Bubblegum is out of materials at this point, so it will not be repairing anymore. Of course! I look away, and immediately that APS gun gets blown off. I swear it happens every single time the Divine Offering is in a battle. The APS gun only gets blown off when I'm not looking at it. Divine Offering not quite dead in the water, but not doing so well either. And that is a 2 damage Divine Offering. Bubblegum putting up a much stronger showing in round 2. Ending the match with 94.9% HP. Let's go ahead and get things restarted. Get things set up for round 3 once more. Where? Oh, there's the Bubblegum. I thought it was just the explosion. Anyway, round 3 underway. Divine Offering, this is your last chance to score points. Better give it your everything. I mean, technically the whole voting thing can still give it more points, but you know what I mean. Combat points. Last chance to score combat points. Wow, it's a shame those 4 shells just bounced off the deck of the Bubblegum without doing anything. That's a lot of damage the ship missed out on. And again, another one bounces off. This is why inertial fuses are important for HE guns. Uh-oh, looks like we might get a ram this time around. I don't know how good of an idea that is, Divine Offering. Did the Divine Offering just mortar itself? It's mortaring itself. I don't think that's a particularly good idea either. Ooh, that APS gun shooting right into the back of this turret. That may be some strong turret armor with heavy armor there, it can't stand up to that forever. That HE will chew its way through eventually. But can it hold long enough for the Divine Offering to change targets, is the question. Looks like that answer is no, that gun is disabled. I'm just still amused at the Divine Offering managing to mortar itself. That's not something you see every day. That gun's already disabled, I think, so coring into that citadel isn't going to do much. I mean, you might pop the turret off, and that's a big chunk of HP lost, but... should really be focusing on one of the other two guns that are still functional. Ooh. Divine Offering taking hits to its APS gun compartment there. That APS turret is just slugging away. Bubblegum is out of materials at this point though, so any damage it takes from here on out will be permanent. Same for the Divine Offering though. Oh, and there goes the turret, popped completely off. That's a good chunk of HP, but at this rate, the Divine Offering is still going to lose. It needs to, yeah, it is focusing exactly where it needs to and taking out this gun. Disabled a barrel at the very least there. Or, well, two. Only one barrel left, at most. I don't think the Bubblegum has any functional weapons left. This forward one looks like it has two barrels, but I don't see it firing. Divine Offering might have pulled it off here in round 3. Might get a win. Oh, no, that forward gun just fired. It is not disabled, so Bubblegum is not out of this fight just yet. It is, however, dangerously low on HP. Just a couple more hits from the Divine Offering, and those guns stopped firing again. They might be having ammunition issues. There we go. That is a 2 damaged Bubblegum. Is it going to get off any more shots before it despawns? That would be no. So there we go. That's a 64.4 for the Divine Offering in round 3, scoring it some additional points. So we got 164.4 for the Divine Offering and 194.9 for the Bubblegum. So yeah, like I mentioned before, make sure you get onto my Discord if you want to be a part of the vote and everything, because that'll be important. You know, it's half of a ship's score and whether they get into the grand finals. So yeah, make sure you do that. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the battlefield.